Hello everybody, welcome back to Mordor, the Depths of Dejenol Tips and Tricks. Today we're going to be visiting floor 5. It's... one sec, why are my windows messed up? Anyway, floor 5 is... it has quite a bit going for it, so without further ado, let's start going down. Floor 5 is one of those dungeon levels where things really start to pick up. The jump in difficulty isn't all that much greater from 4. Definitely the jump from 3 to 4 is a lot bigger than the jump from 4 to 5, but it still has some difficult things about it. So I think it's definitely important to look at, and well, it's important to know where you're going and what you're doing there before you get too lost. I am so not used to using my 4-player party. I'm so used to doing my solo character. Anyway, there are several ways of getting down to floor 5. Notably, kill off these stupid ants. Notably, this chute right here will take you straight down to level 5. But you might not want to take chutes. They're not exactly the most safe route. I'm fairly certain that the other chute on 3 takes you to 4, not 5, so we'll talk about that. Another way to get down to 5, in fact the fastest and safest way, is to take these stairs to 4, and then either of these teleporters will take you directly to 5. Which leads you to the stairs down to floor 6, and ultimately pretty much the fastest way of getting down to the lower half of the dungeon. If you take the teleporter from 5 back, that'll just take you back to 4, although you will need to walk around the room in order to climb back up the stairs to 3. Another entrance to floor 5, please cast the spell, is this teleporter right here, which takes you to a stud room in the lower left, kind of lower middle actually, area of 5, which provides you also quick access to floor 6 via this staircase right here. The stairs up are... oh, come on. Right here, which connects to the bigger section of floor 4, allowing you to get quickly to the Flame Dragon or the Dwarven Lord. The other stair up is at the top center of the map, which, you know, takes you to the... the top center of the map, which takes you to... my brain is going silent. Takes you to the smaller square section of floor 4. Which... oh, giant leeches. Interesting. It's a fairly rare mob that can spawn on floor 4, but also spawns on 5, and in my experience is more common on 5. If you're a low-level party, or especially a solo character, those things can wreck you. Good thing my party's a fair bit stronger. But yes, this stairway will take you up to this little room in the monster office building that is the upper section of floor 4. With that, I'm pretty sure that does it for entrances. Oh, and also the chute takes you... not that way. Where am I going? Why did I... There's an extra... I just respawned. No, never mind. Yeah, the chute from 3 drops you... if I can stop running into walls. The chute from 3 drops you off right about here. So you're gonna have to walk a fair ways before getting to anything significant. Oh, come now. Stop getting poisoned, Smee. I know that you're a gnome, but still. It's a notable room. So this room that I'm in right now, if you saw, I faced cockatrices when I was here. Cockatrices are actually pretty good item dropping monsters. They can drop some hand weapons for ninjas. They can drop Errative Beings, just like the Goblin Shaman on floor 3. There's a few other things they can drop, I'm pretty sure, that are useful. Yeah. Pretty nice, pretty nice. If you'll notice, common enemies I'm fighting here, devils, like those imps and Kinesu. And thieves. Thieves are extremely common. Cut purses and Shraller thieves. Be sure that you have a character with high thieving ability and dexterity in your party selected, or you're going to be losing a lot of gold and even some items, because thieves start taking items down here fairly commonly, and it can be very annoying. Oh, Lynch Demons, great, in an anti-magic area. So, this is what I was trying to explain in my floor 4 walkthrough, is that Lynch Demons are a rare mob that can spawn starting at 4. Oh, apparently they drop Errative Being. It starts on floor 4, and they are completely immune to weapons and magic, so you have to have companions in order to be able to hurt them. So, that's a thing. Lynch Demons, again, they start on 4, but they're a little more common on 5, it seems. Maybe just because there's more rooms that spawn demons on 5 than there are on 4. There's so many humanoid spawning rooms on 4. I am sick of fighting gnolls and elves. Numenogs as well start showing up a lot on floor 5. They have complete magic immunity, but can still be hurt by weapons. They're quite common on floor 5. Quite annoying. You start getting a mix of all sorts of enemies on floor 5. But yes, humanoids include some pretty strong warrior and thief types. Shraller thieves and cut purses are fairly common. There's also several rooms that common dragons. This room right here that I'm in, the room with the stairs up to the lower part of 4, often has sorcerers here. Sorcerers can make good companions, but be careful of them because they come in groups of 3 to 5, and they can cast pretty much any mid-tier spell targeting any different resistance, including fire, cold, electricity, and acid. So they cast Flame Sheet, Hailstorm or Arctic Blast, one of those two. I think it's Flame Sheet, Hailstorm, Thunderbolt, and Acid Spray. They're very dangerous, and if you don't have good resistances, be careful. The big reason you want to visit floor 5 often is in this corner right here. Say hello to the Twisted Elf, and say goodbye to the Twisted Elf. The Twisted Elf has amazing item drops. It drops the Cloak of Invisibility, it drops Elven Bracers, and Bracers of Strength. It drops, there's something else it drops, and then it drops a ton of rings. There's like half a dozen, maybe more, magic rings. The magic rings it drops, if my mouse will decide to move, are like this. Cast a powerful spell around spell level of 90, offer protection, defense of 3. They do require base stats of 20, 20, 18, intelligence, wisdom, constitution, and fairly high level, but they're not class restricted, so if you just take Nomad to 32, you can use pretty much all of them. I think the worst one that he drops is the Ring of Venom or the Ring of Protection, because Ring of Venom just gives you poison resistance, and Ring of Protection just gives you just protect without any spells. But he drops all sorts of rings, from teleportation to frost for hailstorm to what other rings do I even have on my party? Come on. I am zooming right past it, aren't I? Do you not have a ring? This character doesn't have a ring. That's... oh, Ring of Defending, yeah. This is like the weakest ring that he drops. That is not even the ring. Ring of Disruption. This character has Disruption, Draining Touch. Oh, I hate it when the... ah, that character also has a Ring of Disruption. Yeah, the Ring of Defending is the weakest ring. Provides a little more defense, but doesn't give you a spell. It doesn't have any stat requirements, though, so that's not too bad, all things considered. Yeah, amazing rings, incredible rings. Unfortunately, the Twisted Elf also drops cursed items of all of its good drops. So, instead of getting Bracers of Strength or Elven Bracers, you could get Nymphlets. Instead of getting a magic ring, you can get a Ring of Nirn. Instead of getting a Cloak of Invisibility, you could get an... I think it's the Elven Cloak? Either way, whatever cloak it is, it's a cursed cloak and it's not very good. Boots. I think it gives boots of, not levitation, but I think it's boots of evading, and then also like a cursed boot, I think. Yeah. The Twisted Elf is insane value. Visit him as much as possible. The teleporter in his room will always take you to this anti-magic area in this corner. Coming over to this teleporter. This teleporter will always take you to the top right corner of the room. And this teleporter will always take you down to floor 6 to this particular location, right next to this staircase, back up to 5. Ow. So that's a very quick loop you can run if you want to, hit the Twisted Elf and then go lower, or you can just run backwards after fighting the Twisted Elf. It's up to you, really. This allows you to cycle through, though, and then swing back around to the Twisted Elf and fight him again for more loot. A teleport trap. Well, this is totally going to activate and screw me over. Oh, it didn't. And I got a cloak. Nice. There's a lot of other notable features on this floor. Okay, there's a teleporter on 4, which will take you pretty mean spot. I'm gonna show that to you in a bit. First, let's ethereal portal through here. This room has a poltergeist. It's a unique monster, I'm pretty sure. I think it only spawns in its lair. Might have some decent drops, I don't really know. I don't really come here because to get here you either have to walk the long way around all the way through that office building corridor on the top right, or you have to ethereal portal through here. I'm pretty sure this teleporter is a party split. No, it's not. Oh, nice. So that teleporter takes you to the same place as the Twisted Elf teleporter. Sweet, so there are no... Let me double check to see if I'm not making this crap up. Yes, there are no randomized teleporters on floor 5, which is very nice. Which is a relief, to say the least, if you like running parties, because randomized teleporters suck. So there is a teleporter on floor 4, which will take you to... I'm trying to look, see where it is. Is it floor or was it 3? Might have been 3. Yeah, there's like no teleporters on floor 4, so it's gotta be 3. There's a teleporter on 3 which will immediately take you into the poltergeist's room, but not only that, it will immediately drop you into the pit in the poltergeist's room. I believe I talked about it in my floor 3 look, but in case you missed that, let us just find it once again. Was it this teleporter? Gosh dang it! That was a randomized teleporter. I'm forgetting. You can tell it's been a while since my last video on, since the video on floor 3, because I am struggling to remember where things are. Might have even been this teleporter. Nope, that's a randomized one. Oh, hello. Somebody else is in this room. I'm gonna find everyone. Okay, Alex. Join with you. My healer has 4 attacks due to the Cross of Commanding, which is an incredible weapon. This one? Yes. That teleporter is a jerk. Because as you can see, not only were we 2 floors down from where it is, in a boss room, effectively, with the poltergeist, we're also in a pit. And we're incredibly far away from any, like, realistic way of getting back up. That teleporter is very dangerous. Overall, floor 5 is a pretty interestingly designed level. It's pretty cool. It's very, very rich in terms of good drops. Actually, what am I trying to talk about? Very rich in good drops. The Twisted Elf and the Cockatrice as well drop very good items. Even, the regular monsters, you have a lot of like silver dragons here, which are worth a lot of money. Here are the sorcerers I talked about. You can't kill them in one fell swoop, they're quite dangerous. I'm just gonna rush through and try and gather my party before venturing forth. Please tell me I have a lodestone at least. Soul Search on. Oh, he's all the way on the top. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, they're split up almost as far as humanly possible. Yeah, so that's basically floor 5 in a nutshell. Just allow me to gather my party before ending this video. As far as resistances, if you're prepared for floor 4, you're honestly pretty good for floor 5. Just watch out for the Sorcerers, because they can target pretty much any major resistance, including fire, cold, electric, and acid. Oh, gosh dang it, I'm going to sneeze. So be on the lookout for those. That's how I got there. If you want to be extra careful, there's a lot of dragons on 4 as well as 5, so fire resistance is not bad to have, although it will be less effective. There are a lot of elementals around floor 5. Henarts hit very hard if you can't kill them quickly, and ice mists both have some decent defenses, as well as a frost breath attack, which is quite dangerous. So be very careful of those. Twisted Elf doesn't really have any particularly notable attacks. The Cockatrice does have a stoning attack, so be prepared for that if you venture into its lair. And yeah, for the rest of the monsters, like I said, be wary of thieves. They're everywhere, so be quick on the draw with having a thief selected with high dexterity and thieving skill, or you're going to be losing a lot of gold and probably some items as well. Past that, there's just the normal mix of enemies. Be prepared with strong fighting skill, pretty high defense. You're gonna want to be... I don't know. If you can survive floor 4, you're generally ready to start delving into 5 for a little bit here and there, just down to like the Twisted Elf and back. But still be very careful, as that's pretty dangerous. Again, I don't normally go to the Poltergeist, so I can't say whether it's really worth going to all the time or not. But some people have said they've found some decent items from him, so maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Anyway, that's all for this episode of Mordor Depths of Dejenol Tips and Tricks. I hope you enjoy exploring Floor 5, and I hope to see you next time when we talk about Floor 6. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Mithril Zenith, signing out. Just going to stay on here a little bit longer and talk about this end slate. I've recently figured out more about how to do YouTube editing, and I hope it's honestly effective for you. Putting up some links to other playlists if you want to watch my whole Mordor Holy Crusades playlist, where I take a solo good elf through the game. I'll put that up in a corner. If you want to watch the rest of the Mordor Tips and Tricks playlist, I'm putting that in a corner. I'm also going to link to my most recent upload, whatever that may be, and I'm putting a button on the screen for you to subscribe with. That way you don't even have to exit the video and push that subscribe button. You can just click right on the hyperlink on the screen. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the content. Let me know if there's any more things about Mordor you'd like a video of, or anything else that you want me to do a video of. And until then, have a great day. Once again, Mithril Zenith signing out.